guys kind of tell me your parents' background? Like, where did they meet? How long had they been together?
So they met in California. I don't know if it was Los Angeles. I think it may have been like a year before my sister was born. So she was born 1996. They met like this dance club, and then since then they've been together.
So they've been together like 30 years, almost.
Yeah, like a long time. And they were recently married, barely like a few years ago.
Well, by church.
Yeah, like officially married.
Yeah.
My parents did that too.
Oh.
So what was their relationship like? I mean, did you guys ever see something like this coming?
Well, we both have our own, I guess, perspectives.
I mean, what was their relationship like in your eyes? Did you ever see something?
I feel like it's been bad since I was little, but it's one of those things when you're little, you don't realize because you're young, you don't realize what's going on like in the house.
So they had kind of marital issues?
Yeah, from what my family told us, he's like put his hands on her before, obviously not this bad. It's just one of those like relationships, like very old school, you're gonna stay together like no matter what, I guess, kind of thing.
In your eyes, what was their relationship like, and did you ever see something like this coming?
I mean, I guess growing up, I know there was like physical abuse. I feel like you witnessed it, right?
We heard about it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because he was an alcoholic, so sometimes he get really aggressive. It was more when we were younger, but as we got older, it kind of, I guess it got better. And he'd always had like this jealousy problem, so he would like accuse her of like being with other men, and just like it would be like on and off like that, but it was always a constant thing when they were together. But I think they were doing better, and there was a point earlier this year where my mom did fear that she would be in danger because he started like looking through all her stuff. He like threw out all the stuff from her closet thinking she was hiding something from him. And I was living at an apartment nearby here, and she just came one day, brought like some suitcases, and she was staying there for a while because she was just scared that something would happen. So but I knew I feel like also part of the reason she did come back was because she wanted to live in her home too. It wasn't fair. Like, why does she have to leave? That's your home. And I guess they try to work things out. It was good, and it would be like on and off. I think he was possibly like bipolar. Another recent incident, he felt like paranoid that people were putting drugs in his truck. He called the cops to see if like they can see if that was happening. But we kind of told him our side of the story, how he's kind of been paranoid. So he did have that incident too. So I don't know if it all goes in hand, if like he was doing drugs and it was making him, or if he was actually bipolar or schizophrenic.
I think it's just him. It's been going on like it's just his like mentally or.
Do you guys think he had mental health issues?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And we tried to get him help, but he was supposed to be prescribed stuff. It's just one of those things where sometimes you feel nothing's wrong with you, and he was just like, nothing was wrong with him, which is fine. I see it all the time where you hear it. But yeah.
So for anyone who's going through something similar, what would be the one thing that you want them to hear?
I guess if it keeps happening, just know not to go back. I don't know, I feel like the reason my mom went back, she was just a really loving person and very forgiving.
I feel like to stay consistent if you know something's wrong, and like even if you have like that gut feeling like you need to separate them because you just know something's wrong, like you just have to do it. 'Cause sometimes you'll think like it's fine, it's okay, like it's fine, but then it's like you just have to do it. Like even like you'll think everything's gonna be fine, but it's probably not gonna be fine.
Even if it's painful, you guys think that if someone is going through something similar, they should separate?
Yeah, or do what you can. I don't know.
So your dad, have you guys started setting up funeral arrangements?
His side of the family, they're nice enough to like look into that for us right now, since we're dealing more with like concerned with my mom and her medical issues.
How is your mom?
She's hanging in there.
She's okay right now.
Yeah, she's able to communicate with us, so that's really good. And she still has an understanding of things. She's still not aware about my dad and what happened to him. Yeah, more surgeries will be needed in the future. But as of now, she's holding in there. But yeah.
Whenever your mom does get out of the hospital, do you think she's gonna want to keep the house since it happened here, or do you think that she's gonna want to move on, or have you guys even started thinking about that?
We have, but it's just up to my mom. I personally wouldn't want to come back to this house.
I think she'll want to come back. I know we don't want to, but I don't know. We could just cleanse the whole place, or
Yeah,
I mean, that's what we're trying to do right now, but
clean.
This is going to be the toughest question. With all of this happening, how do you guys feel, and how are you guys coping with so much happening at once?
So, I mean,
we have each other.
Yeah.
That's all we've had.
We're also very
I don't
much
know.
believers in everything happens for a reason, even if it's the worst situations, then it had to happen this way. Yeah.
I really don't know. I think we're just still processing, so I think it's still gonna be like a really hard journey for us. And right now it's very like a little bit numbing, like a little bit, we have so much stuff to do. It's like you need to get this done, you need to get this done. And so we don't have too much time right now. But yeah.
You guys remind me so much of me and my sister.
No, I love her to death. So I'm just happy she wasn't here when everything happened.
Were you here?
No, Cheese was the
I was
one.
the one that saw everything.
You were here?
I live here.
So when it was happening, did you try to diffuse it? What?
No, I was here when I came back here because I went to go see her. I went to go visit her for maybe 2.5 hours. And I came back through the back door, and that's when I just saw my mom. And the condition she was, I had no idea what happened to my dad. I was worried about my mom. But they did tell me that my dad it happened in the room. And so I just was there. I called 911. I was the one that saw everything. But I didn't know what happened exactly, but I assumed it was him because of, I guess, past things that have happened. And just how he's been getting paranoid. And
So you didn't see your dad?
I did not see my dad.
Okay. I guess, is there anything else that you guys want to put out there for anyone? For someone who's in your mom's position, who thinks it's going to get better, who thinks they can work it out, is there anything you guys want to tell them?
I don't really know what to say.
I don't know. I think sometimes it's hard. You just have to love yourself a little more and realize your own worth. I don't know. It's so hard. It's such a hard question. It's like you can say anything, but I don't know if they want to listen, I guess. But
I 100% understand. Is there anything else that you want?
I guess just what do y'all hope for just going forward from here?
Just for her to get better.
if she can get better.
But I mean, already just the situation she was in, she's already been so strong, so there's hope there that she'll be able to.
And I guess we have to keep on keeping on. I guess that's what you do when bad stuff happens. You just have to keep on going.
Is there anything that they fear that your mom may have long-term effects? Like, are her eyes okay? Is she going to be able to see? Or is there anything that they're, worried about?
That's unsure right now. Her vision is the main issue right now. It was really bad. So, mainly her vision right now.
Yeah.
Again, it's so much tests going on, so we have no clue yet right now. Yeah.